Hello everyone, we're playing some ranked, we're up to Diamond 2 with an amazing win rate. It looks like we found a deck which we're happy with. It's actually Frost Aggro Death Knight. So it's not so much a burn deck, but it's a bit like, it plays very similar to Curse Imp Warlock or Curse Imp Lock. Whereas you want to dominate the board early on, and when they kind of get in control of it, playing against Demon Hunter, so we just need to go aggressive here, nothing special. I hope they don't get their healing off or their big combo. The question is, do we keep Chillful Baron? Well, we've got 2 1-drops, so we might need a bit of a card draw. Yeah. Wow. Okay. How do we do this? I don't want this to get killed. I guess if I want to be safe, I put the Fowler. Yeah, I definitely can't put this down now, and I really don't want to coin this out. So I guess we'll just do the egg. And we'll play Arms Dealer and Sidekick next turn. What if he goes wide? We could always coin this out. Do a little Holy Nova or Consecration, whatever you want. Let's get rid of the 1-drop so we can. So we can make it a bit harder for him to kill this off. He's a relic of what's it called? Right, so he's going to use the relics to clear the board here. 1, 1, 2, 2. No, it doesn't work. That might have been a mistake. I think he wanted to go relic of can't remember what they're called anymore. The one which does 1 damage and it's going to do 2 damage. Oh no, he just played the relic. He hasn't activated it yet. Alright, fine. Okay, that's another way of doing it. At least that one stays alive. That's okay. So we've got a nice 4 damage. Oh, play this one first. 5 mana Frostworm's Fury. I'll have me some of that. And our corpses are building up nicely. Same one. Never mind. Right, okay. So maybe we coin out this. I think we could just kind of lose the board if we don't take care of the 3/3s. So we play the 1-drop and the 3-drop. That puts these two down to 1. But he's got a 3/1 and 3/1, which can easily deal with this and this. So I'm going to be left with a 1/2 at the end of the turn. We've got to try a bit better. This way, we'll hopefully get another 7 damage face first. Actually play Hero Power with this to do 2 extra damage to face. So we've got 7, 9, 10 damage to face. Plus we clear off a fair bit of the board. Let's see what he does first. What's that? Okay. Definitely want to clear this board now. So we'll run this into 3-3, I think. Let's do this first, just to make it easier for us to calculate. I think, do we want to give 8 damage 7? Problem is this deck has a bit of healing potentially, so I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. So we've got like a Pyroblast next turn if he trades. I'm guessing these are right undead. This is where they usually heal up just in time. Bit frustrating. So if 3 of these die next turn, then I've got 10 damage plus another 6. Then I have 8 corpses in total. He's going to be the heal, isn't it? Oh. Interesting. I could do this, clear the board. I think I'd do this into that first, then this. I'll get another one, prep another one. Yeah, so do this first. Right, then do this. Hopefully 2 of them will hit this one. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. I trade in less targets for an AoE heal.
I have but little time.
But how much is it going to heal him up? Maybe 3. So I'm only sacrificing 1 heal potentially, or more if he's got a big combo. Right. If he trades both these off, then they've got another 10 damage. 2 of them going face is a good chance. See, this is how you have to play against Demon Hunter. You have to be very aggressive, and we had some nice, easier value trades there, so we didn't send everything face. So just left him with a relatively weak 2-2 against my 5-5 there. Okay, well, how many spells? You have 3 spells theoretically, 2 predations. Should kill both of these off. And a 1 mana spell, which I doubt he's got. He would have played it already. That's one way of clearing the board. Okay. It's a bit desperate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, look at this. Wow. Just gotta hit his face once. Good. I had the weapon anyway. Nice. These games always feel like I've got something I can do. And they get very tight endings, but I've just got enough damage just to push that last amount of lethal. So decks with serious armor gain and removal are going to be the counters to this. Once I lose board, then I have to rely on these sort of like swingy cards, like I don't even know what it's called, or like Frostworm's Fury, which just freezes the board and it gives you a 5/5. What's it called? Marrow Manipulator.
The Lich King versus Rexa.
Even if there's something like Thorasan you can hit face with. It's just a very good deck. It's just a very good, well-rounded sort of, I would say, tempo deck. It's a tempo deck, this. So playing a hunter, so we definitely want to keep the weapon to help control the board. Not going to use anything up there. Got Frost Strike. Okay. Not playing 1-2 just by itself.
Gotta keep 'em tuned.
Wow.
Your soul is mine.
Draw cards is looking that. Well, I do have this. This might help me control the board, but I've only got one spell, so that's probably not worth it. Refresh 2 mana crystals. Could be. I just got a feeling I might need the board clear and card draw. Okay, so let's play this. And this.
Citadel stands strong.
So we got 4 damage on board here. So this isn't activated yet. Alright, so there you go. Aggro deck. Okay. I think that's pretty good timing here. So this is activated now. So getting a 4/4 on board is better than the weapon. Generally, the order you want to do things is play minion on board, then draw cards, and then play a weapon. Okay, the last two can mix up a bit. No death rattles in hand at the moment, so this is a bit of a gamble if I'm going to get a foul leg and get some small minions to put us on. Blood tap. Oh, we've got 2 minions. Well, I could get some face damage, I guess. We can actually clear this. Interesting.
For war. My blood boils for war.
Interesting. Well, might be a good time to do this. Icy touch.
You shall suffer.
So how do we do this? What's the best trading pattern? You can go here and there. I want to play Icy Touch, so that's going to go onto a 2 damage thing. So this can definitely go here, that's for sure. Because there's no way I can get through to both of these. Right. The question is, do I want to preserve the health on this?
Any questions?
Yeah, I think it's probably worth it. So we've got a nice AoE coming up next turn. Just didn't want to leave that. If he plays a spell, he can clear my board, so it's... One minute, how much mana does that cost? I think lots of even cost minions on board. I think this is probably better play, but we've got two thingies. Alright, so this kills that. He's going to trade anyway, so I may as well do one of the trades. This one could be immune because he's going to focus on that. So, and he probably doesn't have that much AoE. Okay, let's do that. And now we're in a very good position because we've got 2 Frostworm Furies and we've got the weapon here. which if he clears our board will have 3 corpses to activate the effect.
Leviathan sea monsters, now you.
Interesting. Wow, he's going all in here. That's usually a risky course of action. So here I can simply just clear this. Do I want to though? I play 2 mana because I can't leave this up because this effect will go off even if I don't have any even if you can't attack. So I have to kill it somehow. This has got odd numbers, so this is not going to be efficient. Yeah, I think what we do is go like this. See what we get. Okay, another one. Do we have any more spells in deck? Got Horn of Winter. We've got... No, we don't. So the effect's not useful. It's not useful. I will take this. Efficient. Did I get... Okay. So 3 cards. As long as there's no card draw, it's unlikely he's going to get a lethal here. Wow, okay. Three monkeys left, huh? 2 monkeys. 1 monkey. Oh, I can finale this, can I? 2 damage into that one. 1 damage into this. Okay. So if I finale it, maybe just do this. Keep it simple.
Reach for the skies.
Shall suffer.
Bit risky. So he just needs 8 damage to kill me, but I feel that if I get through these 2 taunts, then this or this can make a massive difference. It's looking good, but you never know with Hunter. I don't think they usually have this much damage for 8 with no board to use. The old days, they definitely would have just played 2 kill commands. I'm dead already. Well, I never. And he would have had lethal with the hero power anyway. Okay. I didn't know about that card. What is that? You cast 3 spells while holding this, deal 5 damage. As I was saying, 2 kill commands and yes. Tempted Fate, and effectively I got killed by 2 kill commands with a 3/3 body. Okay, never mind. It's my first loss with this deck as well. It always happens when I'm recording. I don't know why. Shaman doesn't want me to get too arrogant, obviously. I show off how good I am with the deck. It's really not me who's doing it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
King versus Brukan.
Fists of stone. All will serve me in death.
Do we want the Baron here? Do we want the Baron? I think it's optimal. We're looking for our 1-drops and card draw. We don't need card draw so much for 4 cards. Automatically got a built-in card draw. It's a shame, not the best start. So lesson learnt. Hunter does have a lot of damage. Turn 8, he's got 12 damage potentially. Oh, this is very good. I've got the perfect card to deal with this. So if he keeps doing that, I just keep hitting the totems and killing him, and I can hero power next turn to kill this one off. It's not totems, it's not priority. Yeah. Okay, this is a bit of a decision. Do I do anything with this? No, I don't.
My rule is eternal.
The only undead I've got is this one. That'll make it a 3-1 instead of a 2-1. It's still vulnerable either way. But at least I get a minion on board.
I have but little time.
And they're close enough.
Frostborn hunger.
Try not to kill the totems off yet in case he's got the infused ones. So at least there was some sort of logic behind leaving this totem up. I got a bit of extra face damage, which might be critical later on. Okay. Then he's got 1-1 and a 0-2. Alright, may as well just play this now. It's going to get killed off by the piranha, but we get an extra 2 damage face. We're just chipping away at his health total there. Coming up to turn 5 soon, so got to be careful not to leave him with any free minions in case he Ragnarosses them. We don't have the ability to go very wide either, so we can't set up lots of tokens as decoys for the Ragnaros random effect. That's a good card. That is a good card.
Who here can
Play it slow.
Sinjari? Anybody?
Do we have any death rattles? Not in hand, so we're not going to take that. We'll take this. So this is the best value for a 1-cost card. Oh, 1 minute. We can do this.
And they're close enough.
Pick me! Pick me!
Go forth and defile these lands.
No point trading here. Send everything face if we can. And if he trades too much off, then we've got the Marrow Manipulator coming up soon. Here we go. Is that the 3? No. Okay. Okay, so that's a high priority target. Okay. Okay. So 2, 4, 5. Five. No, you've got 9. 10 damage this turn to face.
My rule is eternal.
Yeah! Let's go!
I think we put their gump actually. What does Ez think? Definitely kill this. No, let's do it this way. He's going to want to kill this off. So leaves me with a 1-1. So if, based on what's on the board, I'm left with a 1-5 and a 1-1. 2 plus 10. So I've got exact lethal if all he does is trade here. Of course, he's got to swing the weapon as well. Okay. So we get a bit of odd damage on this. So I'm actually net gaining 1 damage by trading the one in here and the one in there. So let's see what he does first. Well, this is the exact turn I need to do this, isn't it? Oh my. Oh my. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So we'll do this first to take out the taunts. We've got 3 damage left. So we take this out. I think if he's going to use his turn up on the Ragnaros, I don't think we have to worry too much. But is a 2 damage face going to make much difference? We've got 10 damage next turn. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. So as Dan said, this is where we run out of cards, but we just have enough damage to push it over the edge. Okay, 1 more card. Okay, that puts a span in the works. That puts a big span in the works. That actually messes me up quite badly. Oh, we've got 2 of these. Alright, may as well play this. We'll play it as it is. See what happens. That was very unfortunate. I can't let him do the value trading. Unfortunately, Bloodlust is a win for him. I was quite unlucky, but I guess I was hoping that it would hit him at least once and I could trade these 2 into it.
Most intriguing.
So if he doesn't have lethal, he's going to trade good. That's 1, 2, 3, that's 12. Good, okay, we are not dead this turn. What's he doing here? Wow. This is frustrating. Frostwind's Fury, no. Alright, let's do this first, I guess. See if anything hits face. Yeah! Oh, wow. That was lucky. Alright. Woo! Must breathe. Alright, okay. So we have slightly progressed. 2 out of 3 wins there. You can see how close the games get at the end. So the secret to beating Frost Death Knight, you've got to get on board quicker than it. You've got to have some sort of healing or ways of him not using his minions to go face, because that's where he gets most of his damage. I think classes with significant AoE would actually be a good counter. Therefore, it might be an idea to include the AoE card in the deck anyway, actually. Let's look at the deck. And we'll speak about how it works. I think you've got a very good idea how the deck works there. Okay, so basically, we've got our 1-drops. So the way you want to mulligan is you're basically looking for your 1-drops, basically. If you've got a 1-drop, like with health, like Foul Leg, then you might want to keep your this one, Rowdy Fan. So your egg has becomes a 4/2. So therefore he's got a choice. Do I leave the 4/2 up, or do I sacrifice my health or my minion to kill off a Foul Leg if it's just anyway going to leave a 3/3? So it's tricky. Unless you've got 2 lots of removal, it's very hard to deal with this. So you get Foul Leg. I would keep Rowdy Fan. Arm Stealer you always want to keep, because that is just such a powerful card. I would say Foul Leg you keep as well. And Skeletal Sidekick. It's usually going to be okay to keep that just by itself, but I'd feel a bit. Depends what else you've got in your hands. If you're going first, you probably want to keep this. If you're going second, you could probably throw it away and hope for something a bit better. If you're playing against an aggressive deck, you want to keep Frost Strike, Chillful and Baron. If you've got lots of cheap cards in your mulligan, you might want to keep Chillful Baron, because you will run out of cards pretty quickly, even though you do tend to generate cards with Vizier, Frost Strike and Chillful Baron. So your hand does, and School Teacher, of course. And of course Overseer of Frigidara. So all these, you've got quite a lot of cards. It's quite deceptive. It looks like just like a tempo zoo deck, but you do have the card draw in it as well, the card generation. So I wouldn't get too scared of having a very low cost minions. You will find, as you saw in the last game especially, that you end up top decking. But even your top decks in this deck are actually very good. Top decking any of these from School Teacher to the end are very powerful top decks, very flexible as well, especially School Teacher. Frostwind's Fury is just a brilliant swing turn. And then you've even got this, even the weapon and freeze it, and of course, yeah, it's just a very, very good board. So that your game plan is going to basically be play cheap minions, buff up your egg if you can, maybe generate a situational spell which you think is going to be beneficial to you. With this, use this for clearing boards. Ideally, you don't want to use it just for 2 damage. So you want to set up things. So you do the finale and get the finale effect. And so if you want to remove like a 2 health minion from the board, use the finale and you get a bit of splash damage onto his face as well, which is important because you want to be keeping up with the face pressure as well as controlling the board. Ruby and Vizier, everyone knows about this. Again, like Frost Strike, just pick wisely depending on your matchup and the situation. Right, Rowdy Fan, very powerful card. It can give you a burst of damage. This is essentially 3 mana, deal 4. A 1/5 which deals 4 damage. And that's how you can look at it. And it's more than that. This can go face effectively. So you compare this with a 3 mana Shadow, whatever it's called. Warlock has deal 4 damage to a minion. And that's a spell, so you can't reuse it. Here, if you put it on a minion, that sticks on the minion until this dies because of its special temporary effect, or until the minion dies. And usually that means he's going to have to sacrifice some of his health or minions or other resources like spells in order to get rid of it, or mana. So that makes that a 1/5, which deals 4 damage. So it's really powerful there. This, careful how you combo this together, the freeze effect, because this does use up corpses. Now, if he's only got 2 minions on board, I think it's only going to use up 2 corpses, but if you use up to 3 corpses to freeze up to 3 minions. But the really nice thing about this weapon is it's 4 attack, which is a lot of damage compared to a 3 attack weapon. So freezing the board, that can let you develop your boards behind the freeze. Same with Frostwind's Fury. You've got more AoE here and card draw, and you've got like a big bomb. This is essentially a 6 mana pyroblast, which actually can be efficient and like get spread around the board, as you saw very nicely in that last game. Well, we were a bit unlucky with some of the hits, but he had a perfectly wide board of 7 minions, and we still managed to have one of those packets of 2 damage go face. So it's a risky card if you're in that sort of situation, but in other situations you can manipulate the board to, you can make it into a board clear if you get all the opponent's minions down to even numbered health totals. Yeah, which works really nicely with your hero power. If you've got 8 mana, you can use a hero power and hit something with 3 health, then play the Marrow Manipulator. That can make it so you don't waste a second charge of the damage on the same minion just to get rid of 1 health. You get rid of just 2 health once and it's ready dead, etc. Yeah, you'll find that you really need to be aggressive in most matches and get on board really quickly, but don't blow all your resources unless you know your opponent's the matchup. If it's like something with a big board clear, like a brawl or something, then don't put everything on your board and use up the coin to put something extra on. You got to use your intellect a bit there. Not that you'll be seeing many brawls at the moment, unless there's a big buff for Warrior, which they might be coming up. They can't leave Warrior like this surely for much longer. Yeah, and yeah, very often, Frostwind's Fury is a nice finisher. They're on 12 health or something like that. Use Frostwind's Fury, freeze them, freeze all their minions. They're down to 7, and if they can't deal with their minion, then they're going to get 5 damage from the minion, 1 damage from hero power, and it's very easy to do an extra bit of damage with this deck. Arms Dealer can buff up the hero power. You've got Weapon. You've got something else which can buff up your 5/5 here. You can get something with Frost Strike. You can draw something with Baron. You can buff up. You can do the face damage with this. You get a spell with this. You can buff something. You can buff up the 5/5 with this. You can swing with a weapon with this. You can get something with this. You can do risky. You might be able to do something with this. This can go face. That can go face. That. Basically, everything in this deck can. Wow, I didn't realize that. Literally every single card can do damage in some way or set up damage. Wow, that's incredible. So any top deck can theoretically get you damage. If you've got a minion on board, that is, which was always going to be the case in Frostwind's Fury unless he somehow manages to kill this with a spell. Horn of Winter would be a bad draw. Okay, fine. And Arms Dealer wouldn't help you with the Frostwind's Fury, but everything, and Foul as well wouldn't help. But everything else does damage. Wow. So Frost Aggro Death Knight, that's the deck, and we're climbing. We might even go for Legend. We're very pressurized in our personal life at the moment, arranging the wedding and everything. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Be nice if anyone could donate towards the new couples living expenses and stuff like that. Very expensive. Anyway, thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.